Perfect. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Eddy Live podcast, episode number 230. And I am here with Russian YouTuber slash vlogger living in Taiwan, Broccoli.
Hey, what's up, mate? Oh, sorry.
It's okay. No problem. No problem. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks for inviting me.
Well, so tell me, originally, what brought you to Taiwan, man? That's always the first question people want to know is like, hey, why did the foreigner come to Taiwan? Yeah, that's always the first question.
Right. So basically, there's a long story, but long story short is it's my wife, obviously. Yeah, as people could see on the teaser, our picture with my wifey.
Yeah.
So basically, I went to the United States. I participated in work and travel program.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And they took us to a beautiful state, which is called Wyoming.
Okay.
Probably a lot of people heard of Yellowstone National Park.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
So we worked in a national park, which is under Yellowstone.
Okay.
They are more or less linked, I would say.
Okay.
So yeah, those beautiful summer.
So from Russia to Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. That's cool.
So let's just call that place Yellowstone. It'll be easier for people.
Okay. Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah. So we work in that national park. I mean, basically, I came with some other foreigners. There are all the different foreigners from different countries.
Okay.
And there was one day that they brought a group of Taiwanese people there.
Okay.
And that was my basically first interaction with Taiwanese people. Like, I've never met them before, and I never seen them.
Okay.
And at that time, I just saw a girl. I mean, she looked like 14 or something because, Taiwanese always look like very young.
Yeah.
And she was like, she was kind of cute, Taiwanese
girls are beautiful.
Behavior,
man.
they're like,
sure. Yeah.
I mean, they're a little bit shy and cute. So I thought, oh, damn, she looks like I would like to know more about this girl.
Sure, of course.
And on that day, our manager basically arranged a training for them. And he asked these different Taiwanese people to work with some of us because we had more kind of experience.
Sure, okay.
What we did, we actually did housekeeping. I worked as houseman, housekeeper.
Nice, okay.
I worked at that national park marina, basically rented out some boats and stuff.
That's cool. Anyway. How long were you there?
Like 5 months.
Okay. And did you work with some kind of program that was from like an international program or a Russian program that sent you there, or how did you get that sort of gig?
So this is more like a work and holidays thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Give you like a short-term contract.
Gotcha.
And you can choose a place, and they just sign up the contract with you, and you can just choose any place you want to work in.
Okay, beautiful, man.
Yeah. So and the manager basically arranged the training for these Taiwanese people, and unfortunately, my wife went to the team with my friend.
Okay.
And I said, damn, so unfortunate.
Yeah, because I get
and I said, friend, I said, man, like, I really like this girl. Like, let's go to the manager and ask him to like arrange her to work with me.
Okay.
He said, yeah, man, no problem.
Okay.
So we went to the manager. I say, like, his name was
Come
John,
on, man.
legendary man from Spain, actually, really good man, John. And we just asked him, like, if we can rearrange it. He said, yeah, man, okay.
Really?
Yeah, and we started working with her from the first day.
Okay.
And this was my like first kind of interaction with Taiwanese people.
Okay. What did you know about? Did you know anything about Taiwan before that?
The only thing I knew is we learned about Taipei 101.
Okay, yeah, sure.
At school.
Okay.
Because I mean, just like Taiwan was ahead of some other Asian countries for some period of time before.
Sure.
And we just learn about those, like Singapore, Taiwan, and this kind of countries. But we didn't know much. I just only knew that there is Taipei 101.
Okay.
A really nice skyscraper. That's all.
Okay, it's a cool spot. Taiwan. Since coming here, do you have like a favorite area in Taiwan? What's one of the favorite
area? Now I like Taidong.
Taitung, okay.
Taidong is probably my favorite area.
Okay.
It's like quiet and like a pure nature.
Okay.
I think this is the best one.
That's beautiful, man. Obviously it's been really cold lately.
Yeah.
Well, cold for Taiwan.
Yeah.
Right. So you coming, being a Russian coming here, how's the cold for you? What do you think?
Like it's okay. I think I only hate when it starts raining.
Yeah.
I really hate rain. Oh my God, man. Because
I think it was yesterday. It was cold and wet, or 2 days ago. It's like,
yeah, it's like
depressing.
it's like a wet and humid. Basically, you cannot do anything. You cannot go
Yep.
out. You cannot hang out.
Yep,
So you just
exactly.
stay at home or go to a restaurant, and
Yeah.
it's kind of boring.
Yep.
But to me, it's okay because people don't realize. All the people ask me, "Wow, man, it's like Russian weather is so much better than Taiwanese summer because
Okay.
it's like cool and chill." I say, "Man, no, this is not good."
Yeah.
Because in Russia, the weather drops like what, like minus 25.
I think it's similar to Canada.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, more or less.
Because I was born in Canada. My family's from Mexico, but I was born in Canada, raised in Canada, and yeah. But I've been here now for a long time, like
Yeah.
around 20 years. So now I get cold. Even this, I'm like on the scooter. I'm like, oh, I'm cold. Yeah.
I'm not really cold, but I can feel it now. Before, when I just came to Taiwan, I was actually wearing t-shirts.
Yeah.
In winter, I was okay. I was like looking at Taiwanese people wearing winter jackets, was thinking, guys, like,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
are you wearing winter jackets? It's like okay weather.
Okay.
But now I can feel it. It's getting to me. Yeah,
So how long have you been here then?
5 years.
5 years. Okay. Yeah. That's about the
Quite some time.
where you start to your body gets like warm blooded, I
Yeah.
guess. You know, I don't know if your blood thins out or whatever, but now when I go back to Canada, even this summer we went back for 1 month,
Yeah.
and yeah, when the sun goes down, it gets to like maybe 20. Then I'm just like, oof, I'm cold. It's really bad. But over there, everybody's like, wow, so hot, and I'm just like, ooh, with my jacket.
Yeah, minus 20 is a bad weather, and
Minus 20 is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Canada gets like that. Yeah.
and also it's like the same. You cannot basically do a lot of things.
Yeah.
When you wake up, you wanna drive your car, you just go out like a half an hour early because you need to clean it
Yeah.
up. You know, like start engine,
Yeah.
warm it up. You know,
Uh-huh.
and also traffic jams.
Yep.
And blah blah blah. So it's a lot of things that stops you from living like a normal life in winter.
Yeah, I bet. Have you taken your wife back to Russia to check it out? Curious how she would do in that cold. Have you done that or not? Not yet.
She went to Russia a couple of times. She went there in winter actually. We had a trip in St. Petersburg, and St.
Okay.
Petersburg is even colder because it's like closer
Okay.
to north.
Okay.
And it was even cold for me.
Yeah, of course.
St. Petersburg is basically a city on a lot of different rivers.
Okay.
So it's not only cold, it's like really windy.
Oh.
So you go out, if it's 25, you feel like it's minus 35.
Okay.
And when you went outside, you couldn't even be out for longer than 5 minutes.
Ooh.
You cannot feel your feet, your fingers, your face. So you go out for like 5 or 10 minutes, then just go find some restaurant or like a shopping mall,
Yeah. Warm up.
to warm up a little bit. And yeah, that was kind of crazy. But it's interesting experience for her, I think.
Okay. Okay. I actually I brought my wife a long time ago back home. When we go in the summer because summer's really nice. But yeah, I brought her for one winter a long time ago, and it started to snow, and she never seen snow, and she's like, "Wow, this is so nice. It's so beautiful." And then I said, "Okay, well, here's the shovel. You know,
Yeah.
go clean the driveway if it's so much fun, right?" And then after 5 minutes, she's like, "You're not gonna help me?" I said, "Okay, we help." And then you clean the driveway. It's still snowing like crazy.
Yeah.
And you're cleaning the driveway, and then you're finished. It's a pretty big driveway, but then you're finished. And she's like, "Okay, let's go in." I said, "No. You just have to clean one more time because by the time we finish, the bottom is already like this on the top.
there's like a huge layer of
So
snow again.
I have to do it again, or else it rains and then it becomes ice, and then it's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
You must know.
But I mean, from tourist perspective, it's like super good
Yeah,
to
of course.
try to travel in winter. This
yeah.
is so much fun.
Yeah, for sure.
And also, actually, when we walked, I don't know if it is a thing in Canada, but in St. Petersburg, there are like quite tall buildings somewhere,
Okay.
and there are like a huge pieces of ice on the roof,
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah.
basically, the government has some program, like once in a while, they just clean it from the roof.
Okay.
And they just, drop this like huge ice cubes and icicles from the roofs,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
on the sidewalk.
Really?
And when you walk, you can just see this like a huge ice cubes.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. No, we don't have that actually, but that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
But it
That's
was
cool.
so cool for my wife to see
Yeah.
it because we were walking. I don't remember the area, but we were walking and she actually saw the huge ice cube.
Okay.
She said, "Oh, what the hell is that?"
Taking
I
a
said, "This is
picture.
like ice cube, yeah."
That's funny.
And she said, "Can I take it?" I said, "Sure, take it."
Take it home.
But this is like quite heavy, so
Yeah.
she kind of
Of course.
she carried it for like several minutes to take pictures.
That's funny.
That was so cool.
I actually have like I said, my family's Mexican, right? So anytime we would have any family from Mexico come to visit us,
Yeah.
we're in British Columbia, right, in the very northwest.
Oh.
And so they like it. You know, it's beautiful and stuff. But if we drive north, maybe 4 hours,
Yeah.
then we get to like the Alaska border,
Mm.
right? So all of the cousins, everybody, we always have to go to Alaska,
Yeah.
and they have all the glaciers there, right?
Nice.
And then
Yeah.
so of course all the Mexican people are like, hey, they're loving the glacier and stuff, taking
Yeah.
pictures, trying to decide how can they take a chunk home. And I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna make it home. But yeah, it's a similar thing. Yeah,
But
yeah.
you can try. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
this
can
is
try.
really interesting. This is really interesting experience.
Yeah. And then when we come from, well, at least us, at least Canadians come from a cold place, we want to go to the beach, and we want like the tropical island, and we want to
Yeah.
just kind of, you know,
Yeah,
lie around on the beach. Opposite.
So that's the opposite. I mean,
Yeah.
when I tell Taiwanese people that usually in winter I stay
Yeah.
home, I don't really go out because there is nothing to do outside.
Yeah.
Unless you go snowboarding or something, there's
Yeah.
not so much to do. They say,
Yeah.
"Hey, why don't you go play or something? Winter is cool."
Yeah.
And when I come to Taiwan, yeah, as you say, we usually go swimming.
Yeah.
But my wife and all Taiwanese people, they don't like taking sunbaths. They don't like, going, like going out in summer.
Yeah.
And to me, it was quite a surprise that not really argued, but we kind of had this
Yeah.
heated conversation with my wife. I say, let's go like swim. Let's go take some sunbaths. This is summer, so cool. Let's get tan.
It always seems like the grass is always greener on the other side.
of
You know,
course.
people in the cold place, they go, "Oh, I wish I lived on a tropical place," and people in the tropical place, they go, "Oh, it's so hot. I wish I lived in a cold
Yeah.
place." Right?
But
crazy.
actually,
Yeah.
now I understand Taiwanese people.
Okay.
I've lived here for 5 years, so
Yeah.
now I can go for I can go to the beach to swim.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't stay for a very long time because also now I really feel
It's hot.
annoyed when it's too hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I understand them when they find cover, when they don't really go out in summer. I understand.
Summer it gets crazy hot. Like winter back home, maybe minus 20, minus 30, but summer here like plus 40. It's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
Taiwan
too much.
summer is
And also
crazy.
because it is humid,
It's humid. It feels like
this is
50.
even worse.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, it's crazy, man. So you met your wife. Let's go back a little bit to your story. You met your wife over there, and the manager guy kind of hooked you guys up, and you worked
Yeah.
together for 5 months or something, right? And then, of course, everybody loves a love story, right? So maybe
Yeah.
take it from there. You 5 months, you're finished, or she's finished. You guys have to go back to your country, or so. Yeah, tell me some more.
Yeah,
Tell me
sure,
more
sure.
about that, brother.
Those really intense summer, we actually visited a lot of places in the States.
Okay.
So what we usually did is we just took a car, or rented a car, or asked our friend to give us a car.
Yeah.
And we just drive to some
Okay.
states as like Montana,
Okay.
Idaho, or like Utah or something.
Yeah.
So we just go to some other national parks,
Okay. Sure,
do
of
some
course.
camping, a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
things.
yeah.
So yeah, we just connected kind of thing.
Sure.
So yeah, we really fell in love. But by the end of the summer, it was a really tough decision because I'm from Russia. I just
Far.
learned about Taiwan
Yeah.
because I didn't know anything about this before. And it was kind of hard, to arrange what to do next.
Yeah, of course.
So by
yeah.
the end of the summer, I was actually thinking about breaking up because I was like,
It's tough. Big
Yeah.
decision.
we sat down several times and we had a deep conversation because I didn't want to break up because if I do something, I want to,
Do it right.
I want to do it
understand.
try
Yeah.
it. Yeah, right. And we talk about it a lot of times and we couldn't find, the way out because it's like Russia and Taiwan. We're Russia and we're Taiwan. It's like
It's very far.
completely opposite,
Yeah.
different continents. But by the end of the summer, actually, she actually insisted, I guess, to
Okay.
keep this relationship going.
Okay.
And by the end of the summer, I said, okay, let's do what? I cannot promise you 100% that we'll be together,
Yeah.
not 100%, but I'll do my best.
Yeah.
Well, what we are going to do is you're going to go back to Taiwan.
Yep.
And after the United States, I'm going to buy plane tickets. I'm going to visit you.
Okay.
I'll see how it is going there, and we'll start planning from there.
Okay. Okay.
So that's what I did. Probably after a couple of months,
Okay.
I went to Taiwan.
So she went back first.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So she went back first, and after a couple of months, I bought a plane ticket. So I went to Taiwan
Okay.
to meet her.
Yeah.
And actually, on that very first day, I stayed at her parents' home.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
remember why. I kind of couldn't find a hotel in Taipei because the next morning we wanted to go to Keelung.
Okay. Okay.
And somehow I kind of stopped at her parents, and her parents were like super chill.
They were chilling. Okay. Okay.
Because
interesting.
I heard that a lot of Taiwanese parents are really guban and like
Like a traditional, like yes, yes, yeah. Understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at that time they were really nice. They've never seen me before,
Yep.
and they was super chill. They like greeted me, gave me some food. We even went to her brother home to have dinner.
Okay.
Like there was like a family already. I don't know.
Wow. Okay. And that's
They
cool.
had never seen me, but they treated me as a part of family. I said,
Okay.
"Oh, them, what's going on? Why are they so nice to me?" And what I was talking about.
No, the Taiwanese people, like you come
Oh,
here. Yeah. They're very friendly.
you go.
Taiwanese people are super friendly, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So they invited you. You stayed with your wife at her house,
And-
and you're the part of the family.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And
Okay.
on that trip, I already decided that I'm going to live in Taiwan
Okay.
because it was so good.
Okay. What was the thing that's like, damn, this place is it. That's it. I'm staying.
I mean, like after coming here from Russia,
Mhm.
it is a huge.
It's okay. Keep going. Keep
Sure.
going. Just adjusting.
It is a huge difference in everything.
Okay.
I mean, probably the first difference I notice is Taiwanese people don't really bother you, because I mean, also I lived in the States and Russia and Europe, all the same. There are a lot of like beggars, a lot of poor people, a lot of crazy people.
Sure.
So when you're outside, it is you cannot really relax because there are a lot of people come to you, ask for money.
You need to be aware
Yeah.
of things. Yeah.
Yeah, some people trying to scam you, some people just trying to talk to you, some people are screaming, some people are fighting, so it's always this kind of soup of different
It's like a chaos. Like
emotions.
yeah. Okay.
Really that diabolical kind of thing.
Okay.
But in Taiwan it is chill. You go out, nobody would ever talk to you
Yeah.
in Taiwan. I mean, and it really impressed me.
Okay.
You can really chill. You can
Yeah.
leave your things whenever you want.
Yeah. That's amazing.
You can
right?
go wherever you want.
Yeah.
Because there are no prohibited areas or
Yeah.
like dangerous areas.
Yeah.
Even at night as a foreigner, you can go whenever you want to.
Yeah.
No, nothing will happen to you.
And then the crime, it's like, it's very like, I don't know if it's high level. I mean, like, so it's kind of like you don't see any crime.
Yeah,
You don't
true.
see any. I mean, if you really maybe want to go look and dig, then maybe you find something.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been here for 20 years and I've never had any issues ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same.
Yeah.
And some Taiwanese people also don't realize that when I lived in Russia, and if you have a wife or girlfriend or family,
Okay.
you cannot let them be alone at night.
Okay.
Especially when I had a girlfriend in Russia, after
Oh.
work, I had to go to meet her.
Okay. Okay.
Because after like 10 11 p.m.
Yeah.
in Russia, even though it's kind of safe now, but
Yeah.
still a lot of things
Similar to Mexico.
might happen. Yeah.
Understand.
So
Understand.
you have
yeah,
to
Yeah.
drive your car or just walk. So just you need to meet your wife or girlfriend
Understand. Yeah.
because otherwise it is unsafe.
Danger. Yeah. Before I opened this restaurant, we went to Mexico. Me and my wife went to we did something in LA, like a business course, and then we
Right.
went to Mexico because it's so close, LA to Mexico, right?
Yeah.
And we went for about 5 days, and we looked at some equipment, and then we stayed with my uncle, and my family's a big like football, soccer fan.
Yeah.
So we went, and I said, oh. Right now it's in season, so let's go watch a game. Let's get tickets. I pay for tickets.
Yeah.
So we got tickets, and it was beautiful. It was actually like maybe 20-minute drive, 15-minute drive from where they live.
Uh-huh.
And it was amazing. This is a great experience. My wife loved it. She said, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And after that, Taiwan and Mexico are kind of similar, where there's like night markets and a lot of stalls outside. So we went outside, and there was like, all the people making the tacos and stuff, like the specialty for the area. So boom, we eat.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You have a Coke or a beer or something, and we're excited. Everything's good. And then I look at my Google Maps. I go, here to the house is about 20-minute walk. I'm like, oh. Because I'm thinking about Taiwan.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, great. I'm like, oh, you know what? I ate too much, so I'm going to walk. And they're like, what?
Are you
And
crazy?
they just look at me like, are
What are
you
you talking
fucking
about?
nuts or what?
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
no, I'm going to walk because I ate too much. I'm getting fat. And they're like,
Yeah.
no. You what? You haven't been back here for a long time,
Right,
man.
yeah?
There's no walking at 10 p.m. I said,
Yeah.
I was like, I forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because here, like 2 a.m. you go for a walk, whatever, no problem.
Yeah.
But there, I forget. You just forget stuff like that.
I mean, this is really good because these
Yeah.
things really take your energy, You cannot
Yes.
concentrate on some things. You
Sure.
cannot feel relaxed.
Yep.
Because this is really, like drains you.
Yeah, for sure.
When you constantly thinking about the ways how to get somewhere, how to take care of your family,
Yep.
Here's okay. Just
Yeah,
kids go to 7-Eleven at midnight. Nobody cares.
no problem, right?
Yeah, there's little girl go buy some marshmallow at Family Mart and like it's okay,
By themselves with like some change, just like 5-year-olds or 8-year-olds, whatever.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
And it's normal in Taiwan.
Yeah.
So probably this was the most interesting thing to me
Okay.
to observe.
Yeah. It's kind of amazing because I mean now like 2024 there's wars and there's crazy stuff going on, but still here on this little island kid can just cross the street and
Yeah.
go to 7-Eleven and buy a chocolate bar, and it's amazing
Yeah.
actually. Because even Canada of course is safer than Mexico, but there's still you still have to be aware of what's going
Yeah.
on. Like you go to a mall, a certain area, there's going to be gangs, whatever, and if you look someone
Yeah.
the wrong way, there's going to be you have to kind of look at the ground.
Yeah.
You just don't want to make eye contact with anybody.
All
You
right.
kind of want to be like, okay, if you go to the wrong area. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and Canada, we went back this summer for a month. It's so expensive, man. It's crazy. I thought, holy crap, I forgot how
Yeah.
expensive everything is. But now post COVID, like it's seems like almost double.
Prices just shot up.
It's crazy.
The same in
Crazy.
Moscow. The
Yeah.
same in Moscow.
Are you from
Like-
Moscow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I can tell you some stories. I'm
Please.
from Moscow, but it's more like a new Taipei. It's like a new Moscow,
New Moscow City.
So it's
Okay.
not really close to the center.
Okay.
So these areas are considered to be not really safe, right?
Oh, really? Okay.
And I went there maybe 3 years ago. Last time I went to Moscow, it was 3 years ago.
Okay.
And there were like a couple situations
Okay.
I can tell you about. So the first one is because I was always like on my phone and camera, I was getting some content,
Of course.
for my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And this is funny because in Taiwan, people are so chill. You can shoot videos, nobody says anything, right? Taiwanese are so nice. They would like to be in your video.
They want to
because
be in it. They're like, hey, can I? Yeah.
They're cool, yeah, because they just see a foreigner, see something interesting is happening. There are some teenagers shooting TikTok, some people are singing.
Yeah,
Everything is
great.
chill.
Uh-huh.
In Russia, you cannot really go around with your camera. People would have questions like, "What the hell are you doing here?" With your camera, because people are kind of tough,
Yeah. Well, Russia's famous for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a thing I was working and shooting something, and there was a group of like drunk people, maybe three men, maybe like a 50 or something in their 50s.
Yeah.
And they saw me in the distance and they're like screaming, "Hey, do you have a cigarette or something?"
Yeah.
And I'm shooting videos and I thought it would be cool to shoot this interaction.
Yeah.
So I kind of take the phone higher up and like shooting because he's approaching to me
Yeah.
with his question.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey man, do you have a cigarette?" And I'm saying like, "No, I don't have."
Yeah.
And he sees my iPhone, he said, "Are you shooting me?" And I say, "Yes." He say, and he started,
like-
yeah, he became angry. Like, "What the fuck are you shooting me for?" And
Yeah,
the situation became more intense.
And then the other guys.
Two other friends
Yeah.
ended up coming to me, but they're drunk. I mean, and
Yeah. Of course.
I don't really care about these situations. I mean, I'm okay, and I'm just like chill. I say, "Guys, like, don't worry, it's okay. It's not about you. I'm just like, doing some other things." So they just kind of fucked off.
Yeah.
But the point is, yeah, like in Russia, you cannot really do the things that we do in Taiwan.
Yeah. 100%.
This is not really chill.
Yeah.
There were other situations when I was younger. My area was more dangerous, like several years ago, because now it's more developed and it's better. But before it was more dangerous. And
Okay.
When I was like 14, 15, there were quite dangerous situations when people would just come to you with a. There was a guy came to me and my friend with a gun. He just like and it was
Really?
yeah. He just like showed it. He just showed the gun, say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
guys, like give me your money or something. But
Okay.
at that time also we were not scared. We just kind of
Yeah. Well, you're young. You think you're like invincible. You're like, Psh,
no,
fight 'em."
no. I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
want to die, but I mean, we talked our way through. We just thought, hey man, like we're living here. We just kind of saw you before. it's okay, man, chill. Like
Yeah.
we're kind of
We're
neighbors.
kids. We don't have. We're friends.
And
we
we
don't
just
have money.
like
Yeah.
shake hands.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of this kind of situations, you know.
I think that that's a skill that I think it's like a street smart, right?
Yeah.
Like something that we learn in Canada, especially in Mexico.
The
and
same.
It sounds like Russia too, right?
Yeah.
Where, there's a situation like that, you have to kind of be aware, like even here, like in Taiwan, that's one thing that I think people are missing, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes when I brought my wife to Mexico,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
we're there, we're kind of, we're driving through Guadalajara downtown. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. And there's like the churches and it's so beautiful. And she's kind of got her phone and she's just like, oh, just stick her arm out of the car like
man.
this. And my uncle's like, oh,
Don't do this.
what are you doing? And I'm like, put your arm away.
Yeah.
And then she's like, what? I'm like, you're going to lose your phone or you're going to lose your arm.
Or your arm.
Or
yeah.
your arm. They're going to
There are
take
only
both.
options, yeah.
You pick. And she's just like, whoa. And even just another thing in Mexico where, we went to like a casa de cambios, like a foreign money exchange place,
Yeah.
right? And that's always in the downtown busy area. So my uncle drives you there, and then in front you cannot park. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna drop you here, and then I'm gonna just keep circling.
Yeah.
And then when you're out, just come in. Don't talk to anybody. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy crap, I didn't even think about that because
Yeah.
I've been here for so long. And so, you go in and you go into the foreign exchange and it's just like you go in, it's like a little maze, like, and then you change, your US dollars for pesos, and you get your pesos, and then you go back out, and then there's a guard there and he's like, okay. And he waits for the uncle to come there. And then he's there with the door open. And then we just go in. And I'm like, there's some stores here I want to go look at. And he's like, no, you cannot go look. I said, oh, okay. So we went into the car. And then I think to myself, well, yeah, people know you have money if you just changed money.
Yeah.
So I didn't even think about it, right?
Yeah,
it's crazy. The mentality for like the crime and that's so high.
Yeah.
That you just forget.
Yeah, you've been in Taiwan for too long.
Yeah,
You're losing it,
I'm losing it, yeah. So I go there, but even like here, we'll have sometimes you get like crazy customer. Sometimes like usually a foreigner, but once in a while it's a Taiwanese. But they're kind of like a nutty one. Maybe there's something's a little bit off. Not often, but sometimes. And my Taiwanese staff has no idea. They're just like, do.
Yeah,
they have
I
no
know.
idea.
I know because
And I'm like, okay, this guy,
yeah,
I'll serve this guy, and they're just like, no idea.
I know what you're talking
like,
about.
no, because look, the guy needs,
Yeah.
the guy has, something. So just make sure everything's good.
Yeah.
And I will just kind of always be lurking that area just to make sure it's good. And then they're just like, why? And I'm like, just later we'll talk about it. Right now, let me just make sure this guy eats. He has a good, good experience, and then he goes. That's it. Yeah. They have no idea. This like alert we have that they don't have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great, but it's like, whew, it's crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm happy. It's just good.
Yeah.
We went through this because
Sure.
you know different aspects of life now.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
would I want the same for my kids? I don't think so.
It's tough.
I don't
No.
think so. Yeah, life in Taiwan is like a paradise. You know,
It is.
as you said, as you told the story about your wife, there was the same with my wife.
Yeah.
When I took her to Moscow, there was the same. You know,
Yeah.
there was an ATM in Russian subway,
Sure.
and she like withdrew some money. And I mean, at that time, I didn't really know a lot about Taiwanese life, that it is that safe.
Yeah.
And it was the same. She got some money and she started counting like this, just in front of her face. And I started saying, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
I say, "Just checking money. What's wrong?"
Yeah.
I say, "Put them back in the bag." What the hell are you doing? Put it back in your purse. I said, "Why?" And we kind of started arguing. You know, I said, "There is no why. Like, people are going to see you have money. They're going to follow you later or like steal it. You just attract more unwanted attention while you're doing this."
Yeah. No, I 100%.
So there are like two different worlds. Yeah, people don't realize what might happen to you in some other countries.
Yeah.
But it is good, I think. If you have kids here and family, you have nothing to worry about. This is perfect. I mean,
I think it's great. Like I it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. Like I have my daughter here, and so she goes to local school, and it's good because the kids are busy. Like here, 7:50, whatever. They had school till 4 o'clock, and then 2 hours of homework, and then kids, they're busy.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's too much, but
It
they're
is
busy.
It's obviously too much.
It's way too much.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I don't know how Russia is, but like Canada, US, 9 to 3 or whatever, the school.
Yeah, the same.
And then after 3, nothing.
Yeah.
So then the kids go out. We used to like smash the windows in the bus stops when I was like 10.
Yeah.
And because you're bored, and somebody just says, "Oh,
Yeah.
let's go break the windows on the bus stop." I said, "Oh, okay, let's go."
Yeah.
And that's just what you do, right? So that stuff doesn't happen here because the kids are busy, I think, right? And so I think something in the middle is good, but yeah, so far we don't know.
I mean, I was kind of involved in some of those shady
Sure, of course,
activities as well. But fortunately,
Yeah.
Because I played basketball,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
so usually after school I would just go. There was maybe like 2 hours, 3 times per week. We
Okay.
had these training sessions.
I think sports are important
So
because
that was kind of good, yeah, because I kind of occupied with playing basketball and
Yeah.
didn't really go drink beer with my like classmates or something. So that was good. But some other days I went to drink beer with my
sometimes
classmates.
you do,
anyways.
yeah.
So-
I also played soccer, but there's other days where I would, I mean, people would just go out and drink beer and steal like a bottle of whiskey from their dad's cabinet or something, and then you just like 12 years old and you're just like, okay.
But also I think, why it's happening? Because the distance in Canada and in Russia is so huge.
huge.
So people cannot really control it. People cannot absorb what you're doing. But
That
in
makes
Taiwan,
sense.
everything is so
Yeah.
tiny. So
Yeah.
if kids go outside, there are always cameras, like
Yeah.
neighbors, 7-Elevens, and
every-
shopping malls. You don't have that much place,
Yeah.
to play around. But in Russia, you just drive your like bicycle like 2 hours somewhere. There's some forest or
Yeah.
some fucking field, and nobody can ever find you there.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
what are you doing
Yep.
there? Nobody knows.
And for me, I remember going like through high school, and there would be high school dances and
Yeah.
stuff, and then what did the kids do? We get drunk and then go, right?
Yeah.
Apparently now it's worse, but what we did was we would drink and then we'd go,
Yeah.
and we would actually like drink in the basement of my house, and a lot of the other parents and everybody would give my mom a lot of shit. Say, hey, you shouldn't let them do that, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. And my mom would tell them, they're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
So if they're here in the house, it's warm.
Yeah.
If somebody passes out or somebody pukes, and then they're gonna come upstairs and say, hey, we fucked up.
Yeah.
But this guy got to go to the hospital or something, right? If I say no, you can't do this here, they will go into the woods.
Yeah.
It's minus 20. But then, when you're drunk, you can't feel
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
And then, somebody freezes to death, right?
Yeah.
So she says, they're going to do it anyway. So
Yeah.
if they're in a safe place, then yeah.
Yeah, as I remember, there was actually cool playing in Russia because there are a lot of abandoned like buildings, a lot of like construction sites. You
Yep,
can
yep,
go
yep.
to woods and everything. But at the same time, it's hard to control your kids because you don't know where they're at. I mean, in Taiwan it is easier.
Yeah. Taiwan, they're in Pushiban.
Yeah, but
Anqingban.
at the
Yeah.
same time, I don't even know where Taiwanese teenagers go to play because there is either shopping mall or I don't know, like Louisa or something. I don't know.
I think, unfortunately, I don't think they go anywhere to
Yeah,
play.
there are no places to go. Eh?
They don't go. Like some will come here and then they'll have some coffees with their friend, but usually it's like a Louisa or a Starbucks,
Yeah,
and they're not hanging out. They're doing their homework together,
yeah,
and it's like
yeah,
it's a lot, but it's tough because in Canada people are drinking and doing drugs and all this stuff, and here everybody's busy doing homework, so it's like
Yeah.
there's got to be something in the middle.
yeah.
I think
I don't know. It's
it's tough, man. Yeah.
tough choices.
Tough choices. But
Yeah.
okay, let's keep going on your story. So
Yeah.
let's quickly talk about your channel.
Oh,
When
yeah.
did you start to do a YouTube channel, the vlog sort of channel? What gave you the idea, I want to start this? And when did you
Yeah.
start?
Basically, I love shooting videos even back in Russia.
Okay.
I was shooting some some kind of parodies, this kind of things. We started shooting some kind of pranks, I think.
Okay.
But well, of course, there was like a shitty content, so I deleted everything. But when I came to Taiwan, I was like really certain that I would have a YouTube channel here, to share my life experiences and to compare like Russian culture.
Want to share them with
Taiwanese people.
with Taiwanese people. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Taiwanese people, of course.
Gotcha. Yeah.
maybe in the future I'll even share with Russian people, but it is
Okay.
not enough time to do, you know, all
I
these
know.
things.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
even hard to do one channel, you know.
It is. It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but at that time I was really interested in like Taiwanese culture and everything was happening in my life,
Uh-huh.
and I was just thinking, yeah, cool. I would be just, you know, like keep shooting videos, vlogs, some interviews. I would just
Beautiful.
keep sharing with people.
Okay. Okay. That's cool, man. So you start. Okay. That sounds good. Yeah, I think what you were saying earlier, when you went to Russia and you had your camera out,
Yeah.
right? Your phone, your camera out. I actually, again, when we went to Canada this time, we actually we recorded a lot of stuff
Yeah.
because where we live, it's a really small town, and there's no one's really recording. It's beautiful. It's probably similar to Russia, where it's just like mountains and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
There's not much footage there,
Mm.
and so we recorded a lot of stuff. But anytime we got to like a coffee shop, you know, where the ocean is or whatever, and you know, you're kind of recording, and there's people there, they're just looking at you, like waiting. They're like, is this guy gonna record me? And you kind of have to go like,
Yeah.
because they're waiting. They're just like, they're just about to jump on you for
Yeah.
saying, hey, don't fucking record me, man. So it's like you have to be always aware. And then when you take out, you know, your vlogging gear or whatever, your cell phone or whatever, everyone's staring. Like,
Yeah.
like look at you
The-
like you're disgusting.
people don't like to be, you know, in
Yeah.
a video. Yeah.
It's just like they
People
look
don't
at you
even-
like, oh, you know, and then you meet like one or two people that actually have like YouTube channels, and then it's almost like a lingo. You're like, oh, hey, yeah, oh, this gear, then you start to chat,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, okay, cool. So there's somebody who's kind of doing something on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy because in Canada, there are of course channels,
Yeah.
and they're big channels, but they're like the big channels like Linus Tech Tips and massive channels. But like the small ones, I think it's not something that people are thinking about as a career, you know, because in Taiwan, you talk to kids, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a
Yeah.
YouTuber. Even my daughter, because I have all the gear, she has a little video game channel,
Yeah.
and she likes it. And that's what she wants to do. And I'm like, wow, okay. But yeah, over there, it's not like
Mm.
no one's pushing to be a YouTuber.
But actually, YouTube, like vlogging, like streaming, is really huge in Russia now. It is.
Okay.
It's really huge, and I think they earn like way more than Taiwanese YouTubers do.
Oh, really?
Like
Oh, because-
way more.
Okay.
They're
Big
like
population.
super rich. A lot of people,
Okay.
a lot of bloggers.
Okay.
I mean, you should be aware of some people when you do this outside, but
Okay.
it's all about, you know, like a conversation. It's like
Sure,
it
sure.
takes more hustle,
Okay.
you know, more like finessing or something. But
Okay.
you can still do pretty nice YouTube videos in Russia.
Okay.
I mean,
okay. And it's a career choice. Like people are like, yeah, I could be a full-time YouTuber.
yeah, sure, absolutely.
Okay,
I mean, there's just, of course, it's just the same as in Mexico or somewhere else. When you do something, you just should be more aware of your surroundings,
Yeah.
about people around you. But still,
Okay.
it's totally fine. You can do whatever you want.
Okay. Oh, that's
So it's
cool.
kind of cool.
That's very cool. Yeah, man, I love that. So, is the goal to be full-time? Like right now, you said you're working. You're working at a company, right?
Yeah, actually, a lot of things changed. Like before COVID,
Tell me about it. Yeah.
yeah, it was actually interesting. We started our little kind of baking business with my friends.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We baked Russian traditional kind of gingerbread cakes.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
They're like a traditional with a stamp on it, like a super cool. I'll show you pictures later.
Wow. Okay.
But the thing is, yeah, it was doing well. We went to like couple events to sell them, and we opened our online shop.
Beautiful.
And like 2 weeks after our official opening, first wave of COVID hit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So after that, we couldn't go out anymore because like those, you know,
Yeah.
like
you can't
there
do-
were these restrictions and thing. So we were already thinking what to do with it next. Then I said, okay, let's just take everything online.
Yeah.
So we just kept running like Instagram, Facebook, and Line Shop.
Uh-huh.
We were like delivering things.
Sure.
But still, at that time, there was second COVID wave hit. And yeah, so we were running this business for like 1 year or something, but then we eventually gave up because there was like a time of choosing that we need to rent like
Yeah.
a big, nice place, you know, to do all of these things, you know,
Take the next step
to
or
expand.
stop.
Yeah. And at that time, it was kind of, you know, not the best time because it still was COVID.
Yeah.
And yeah, they would take too much funds and
Okay.
the situation was kind of uncertain.
Okay.
So after that, we kind of, stop doing this.
Oh, that's too bad, man. I was gonna say, ooh, I want some.
Yeah. Maybe I'll
yeah.
cook some for you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So this is the first thing, and at the same time, I was always interested in crypto. So
Sure.
so
Yes.
even before that, I started working, like for some crypto projects. I did marketing for
In
them.
Taiwan.
Yeah,
Really? Okay.
and also some Russian ones.
Okay.
And I just kept doing this for a while
Uh-huh.
because I'm really interested in this.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, crypto's fantastic. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, also really
yeah.
interesting area. I mean, I like how you can be really like independent and like take a full control of your like finance and
Like the
everything.
decentralized stuff, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that stuff. And then but it's hard because it's so independent. There's always, somebody with, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
I do some crypto and I
Yeah.
like it. But when I talk to people and that are like stock investors and stuff like
Yeah.
that, they're like, no, it's a scam. I'm like, man.
But I think
yeah,
sooner
it's tough.
sooner or later, more and more people will get to it, because I remember there was a period of time in Russia
Yeah.
when people didn't know how to use like debit cards, right?
Sure.
And
Yeah.
they were like, old people say, I'm not going to use this like a piece of plastic. Where is my money,
Yeah. Yeah.
But now everyone is using like
Yeah.
bank cards.
Well, now it's getting to, like totally cashless where you just, everything's on your phone and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it's crazy, man. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, everything is like evolving, changing. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you never know what's going to happen next.
Exactly,
So just,
exactly,
like,
man.
You need to be ready to these changes, kind of thing.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like then the Bitcoin ETF thing went through, right? Like I think last month or something.
Yeah.
So,
It's
I think
also huge news, you see.
it's going up.
Like slowly getting into it.
Slowly. Yeah. I think slowly it's gonna go that way because everybody's sick of governments and just printing as much money as they want, and that's a whole other that's a whole other topic. That's another topic.
That's
Yeah.
a topic for a different
Yeah,
podcast.
it's a different one. Yeah, but I think. Oh, and then we're I have a Dan. Shout out to Dan on the comments there.
Oh, you
Full
see that?
Value Dan is
Yes,
I've had him on the podcast before. He's actually a big crypto guy, and he's also based here.
Yeah.
Full Value Dan.
I know him, yeah.
Dan?
He has a
perfect.
YouTube channel
Yeah, that's
about
right.
crypto.
Exactly,
Good
yeah.
one. Hey, man.
What's up, Dan? Yeah, Dan's great. Yeah, so anytime I have any questions, I just like message Dan.
Yeah.
'Cause I like to watch his videos, but it's nice to just also be like, hey, what do you think of this? He'll be like, yes or no. Okay, perfect. That's all I needed.
He's
Yeah.
a good man.
He's
Good
good,
man.
yes. So obviously to open a business, you have to have some kind of visa or ARC. So eventually you got married,
Yeah.
right? So tell me about what made the choice for you to be like, okay, this is the one. Let's do it. Let's get married.
I think I already made this decision back in the States.
You're like, I'm gonna marry this one. Okay.
I thought that we really match, and at that time I was thinking that she's like a really good girl.
Okay.
We have a lot of things in common, and I was thinking like if I'm going to Taiwan,
Okay.
then it's like the obvious next step is that we're going to get married.
Let's
so
do it. Okay.
when I was moving to Taiwan, I already kept this in mind, and but you just mentioned it's actually hard to do things without APRC here.
Very hard. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I moved here, Taiwan is kind of chill country, but there are a lot of restrictions for foreigners. Even now, I still I've lived here for 5 years.
Yeah.
And when we opened a business, we wanted to take a loan, but because we are foreigners, the bank said, "Guys, why you came here? You're
Get
foreigners,
outta
we
here."
don't give you loans." I said, what? We're not like asking for like, like hundreds of millions, just give a, say, no, guys, even 100,000 NT, we cannot lend you any money.
give you
Just
nothing.
fuck off.
Yeah.
I
Just
say-
get the fuck out of here.
So like,
yeah.
how's it possible,
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
So there are like, a lot of actually difficult things for foreigners here.
Yep.
But if you have a wife and family, everything is kind of okay and easier, because I mean,
That's a sad thing about here. Like, you even for us, like during COVID, because so I'm married, my wife is Taiwanese, and every time we go anywhere, and they're like, they know my wife's Taiwanese.
Yeah.
Even I speak Chinese to them, and I have APRC, everything. And as soon as they find out, oh, wife is Taiwanese, they're just like, okay, you get out of here. I talk to your wife, and I'm like, what? No, it's my thing. I want to deal with it.
And
and so like, and everything is always in her name. And so when we opened this branch, actually put it in my name. I'm like, I gotta have one thing in my after 20 years in Taiwan. Give me, I gotta have one thing.
At least something,
At
yeah,
least
for
something.
me.
At least something, please. So I get this one. They're like, okay, put it in your name. Okay, no problem, no problem.
Yeah.
And then it comes to COVID, and then the government starts, it's pretty bad. It sucked having a restaurant through COVID, and then the government is like, okay, I know we're going to give a little bit of, not like a stipend, a little bit of not a bonus, but a little bit of money.
Allowances, I remember.
Yeah, something. We're going to give you something, right? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. We're like, okay, cool. So we go to the bank, and then we go to fill the papers, whatever. And then they're like,
Let me guess and interrupt you, but because you're a foreigner, you didn't get shit, huh?
I got nothing. I
Man.
got nothing. But I
What the
pay,
hell?
I pay so much tax. It's like, holy shit.
right?
Yeah, I pay a lot of tax with this
Yeah.
place, man. Yeah. So I go in and then oh, the food is you. I'm like, yeah, of course, food. They're like, oh,
So,
you get nothing.
damn.
And I'm like, but I've had a business here for like 15 or 16 or something years.
Yeah.
But they're like, yeah. And this one is like big and it's like taxed pretty heavily and
Yeah,
stuff.
of
and
course.
It's like, yeah, it's kind of shitty. Yeah.
It
yeah,
is
very shitty.
I still don't really understand. I mean, I would get it if we were just, you're an exchange student, you came here for 1 year and then you're going to leave, then yes,
Yeah.
of course you're not going to get anything, right?
Yeah.
But if you just live here, you have a family,
Yeah.
you have a business or work or like whatever, you pay
Yeah.
taxes and still you cannot,
I think maybe it's going to get better eventually, but I don't know because I know now, like for me, if I want to be Taiwan ID, if I want to get Taiwan ID, I have to give up my Canadian,
Oh, yeah.
which I'm not going to do, right?
Yes.
And so now I think they're choosing people slowly, like if you're special enough, like I think there's a priest that's been here for 60 years or something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, for sure, give it to him first, of course. But yeah, I think like some YouTubers with big channels are able to get it, and you're like, oh,
I don't know.
I'm not sure about that, but yeah, but it's eventually maybe, but who knows, man?
I hope so, but still, yeah. Also, I have some friends
Yeah.
who lived here for like over than 20 years.
Yeah.
And still it is the same.
Still nothing.
They cannot get any loan, they
Yeah.
cannot get
Credit
any
card.
mortgage or
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah,
credit
yeah.
cards. So like, how are you going to live here without all of these
tough.
things,
It's tough.
This kind of,
You always have to have your wife to sign everything.
Yeah.
You're getting up. What's it mean? Like,
yeah, they're all,
fucking 45 years old, man. Like I need my mom to sign still for me. That's
yeah,
crazy.
that's the
Yeah.
same. When I
That's
do
what I feel like,
something, I always need to open like under my wife's name
Yeah.
or like, this sucks kind of thing. Yeah,
I know. That's one of the bad things, but most things are good. Most things are good
true,
here.
true.
So you had a wedding, right? A big
yeah.
wedding.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it went viral, and I saw the video, and it's got millions of views.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. I mean,
Wow,
how did that come about?
there was a good one. We actually started playing wedding, but again, because of COVID, our plans were ruined.
Sure. Okay.
Actually, even before COVID, we already bought tickets to Russia. We bought tickets for all her family. We
Wow.
planned the trip,
Okay,
everything. And then we actually bought tickets probably a couple of weeks before COVID hit. And and at that time, our tickets got canceled. So just, okay, that's bad. And we also wanted to do the wedding like several years ago, but again, because of COVID, we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But eventually, last year, there was August, as I remember,
Okay.
we finally did it. We were planning it for a very long time.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, shout out to my wifey because she basically did the most, since I don't really understand what it requires here in Taiwan because it's
Yeah.
completely different with Russia.
Sure.
So she
sure.
kind of planned the most things. And we had 300 people
Yeah.
attended, and most of those people I didn't even know because
Okay. Yeah.
I can talk a little bit about traditions in Taiwan. This is quite interesting because if my wife's parents went to some weddings even 10 years ago,
Yeah.
we have to invite those people,
Okay. Okay.
So
okay.
this is like a circle,
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. I know
So
what you're saying.
if some of her relatives went to some random weddings,
It's like some list
yeah.
you
So
accumulate over your life.
yeah, so there is already a list of people which we are obliged to invite.
Yeah. The lifetime list.
So there are probably like 70% or 80% of Taiwanese people I've never met in my life.
Yeah.
But still, it was cool. It was
Okay.
cool because there were a lot of Aboriginal people.
Yeah.
Some of my friends from Russia.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Yeah.
And we prepared some I mean, they performed some traditional indigenous like a dance,
Yep, yep.
and people prepared some singing contest, all these
Okay.
things.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool actually, like
cool.
a super dance.
I saw the
lively.
video, man. Looked great. Yeah, yeah. Like two cultures, completely different cultures, right?
Yeah, we actually hit like 2 millions on Instagram,
That's
I think.
crazy, man.
And people still keep
Still watching
keep
it.
tagging me, kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
So you said
This is
that it,
cool.
it made the news, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So how did that happen? Did somebody call you, or did they just grab it and throw it on the news?
No, they usually contact you. They
Yeah.
say like,
Can I share?
can we use your content? I mean, of course, they would put their like channel's name or something, some
Yeah,
of their
yeah.
comments, but still, they ask you for your like
Okay.
a permission if
Sure,
they could
sure.
use it.
Okay, okay.
But it's good, yeah. And even some random people I meet, sometimes they don't know you, but when they say, "Hey, wait, you're the guy. I think I saw your wedding video like on TikTok or somewhere."
That's
Say,
so
"Yeah, it's
funny.
me."
Oh wow, that's
like
cool.
like some random people saw it somewhere.
That's cool, man. That's really cool. We got another comment from Dan. What did he say? Airdrop season, bro. Oh,
Yeah, man.
We got to open the Taiwan Spouse Club. That's right. That's a big club. That's a big club here for sure. Man.
Yeah, we're going to sit in a circle.
Let's do it. Circle, and we can talk about how we get yelled at. No,
Yeah, true.
it's funny, man. But yeah, so I actually got some pictures here. I'm gonna pull up some pictures here.
Yeah.
And you can tell me about them, right? So let's go picture number one.
Let's take a look.
Boom.
Oh, sweet. Oh, this is in Montana. We
Okay.
went to the Glacier National Park in Montana
Okay.
while we were working in the States.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah, so that's actually my wife. Yeah, we were already really close at the time.
Yeah.
So I already felt like she's like my kind of person.
It's like
yeah.
a love at first sight thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, beautiful.
That's the one. Another
Yeah.
one, the left one is we went to the Mount Rushmore.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
There were actually so many crazy stories from the States. Also, United States is similar to Russia. It's really like free country.
Okay.
And because the distance is huge, again, you can like, do
Disappear
so many things. And,
Yeah.
But at that time, I remember we had a day off, only one day off. And it took us maybe 12 hours to drive from our national park to Mount Rushmore.
Which is normal in those countries. In Canada, it's yeah.
In Russia, it's
crazy.
also okay. And it was like 12 hours drive. And I remember after my working shift, we took a car
Mm-hmm.
and I drove the whole night
Okay.
to Mount Rushmore. Then we kind of checked that mountain. I slept 2 hours
Yeah.
on some bench around there, and I
Yeah,
drove
and then
12
drove
hours
back.
back.
Yeah, that's very
It was crazy.
Canada, Russia sort of thing. I mean, from my hometown to drive to Vancouver, it's 16 to 18 hours.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in my town, one of their like badge of honor is they just go straight, no stop. And I'm like, yeah, it's here. I mean, drive to Kaohsiung like 5-6 hours is already like, oh, I don't want to go. It's too far. I
Yeah.
get spoiled, man.
But also you can go faster. Like
yeah, because there's no car.
Speed limit is
Yeah,
higher. So if
true.
you're on highway, you can drive faster. So it's good.
True. That's a great one, man.
Oh, that one was also, there was a hiking trail in the Grand Teton National Park. And actually we spent about 8 hours, I think. We hiked about 10 or 15 miles
Okay.
that day.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
There was super good view. And actually there is a Grand Teton mountain
Okay.
over there. I tattooed it on my back, I remember.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah, yeah.
cool. That's cool. Yeah,
That was really nice.
that's one of the things about Canada, and it's so big and spread out. You can hike, and then there's like a hidden lake or something. That's pretty cool. Russia's probably the same. Yeah. U.S. too. Yeah, that's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, there's another thing I would like to compare between like USA, Russia, and Taiwan is that a lot of hiking trails in Taiwan are really artificial. You have the stairs,
Yeah.
and you don't really feel like you are outside.
Yeah. It's the
because
stairs.
they
Yeah.
already like build these stairs for you, and
Yeah.
you just go up, go down. That's all.
Yeah.
But
That one. Yeah.
those kind of hiking trails, you see, there are no like stairs.
Yeah. No.
Nobody did anything for you, so
Yeah.
just
You just gotta
go and
do it.
explore everything by yourself.
Which
So
is pretty cool.
I like those more. Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I mean, yeah, hiking. Yeah, going up a bunch of stairs. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Is that same area?
Oh, this is another one. I think this is Idaho. And
Idaho.
yeah, we drove to another state, I remember. Oh, on that day actually we were pulled over by the police, by National Park Rangers
Oh,
actually.
okay.
I mean, I was pulled over twice during that summer, but at that time I had two friends there, two American guys. I mean, okay, let's say this situation is unreal because I don't want like
Sure.
So
Yeah.
let's say I imagine it, right?
Yeah.
So we were driving back, and because it was already late, we needed to make it back as soon as we can. There was like maybe 10 p.m. or something.
Yep.
And usually there is a speed limit in national park. There's maybe like a 30 or 40 miles per hour, which is very low.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they don't want you to hit any animals or something.
Okay.
But usually the road is like empty. So it was like, of course, I was going like 70 or something. Maybe not really fast, but maybe like 70. So just like to get back faster.
Yeah.
And I just saw a car in the distance, and immediately by the shape of this car, I thought that it looks like a Ranger's car. So I kind of decreased the speed a little bit, but it was too late.
Too late.
Bam, they stopped us. And the thing is, both of my friends in the back seat, they are like super high. They got a lot of weed on them. They got a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
And you can still smell weed in the car. They were just blowing there.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and they stopped me. I'm a foreigner, basically without driver license. But I mean, I could drive with my Russian driver license, but still, it's like it takes more, like investigation and thing.
Sure.
So there was a ranger like pulled us over, says, "Okay, give me your driver license, give me the car papers." And it was not even my car. I didn't know where the papers are. Like, where is it? I don't even know. Like, guys, can you find some? Yeah.
That's funny.
But the guy was cool. He came back to me. He said, like, "Do you know what was your speed?" And I said, like, "Yeah, I was speeding. I know, but I mean, like, the road was kind of empty, and we were like tired after work and everything. So we just tried to get home as soon as we can."
Yeah.
And he like took a look at my friends
like,
with their red eyes. And actually, the weed is prohibited in Wyoming. And there was
okay.
And there was a lot of weed in the car.
Okay.
So if you wanted to check, I would be like deported. You know?
Big trouble, man.
Yeah, it would be big trouble.
That's crazy.
So he like, but he's young, and I think that helped.
Come on, man.
He checked and he asked me like, "Did you smoke any?" Say no, and I really didn't.
Okay.
I don't smoke.
Okay.
He said, "No, I don't." And he looked at them, said, "Did they smoke? Did they smoke any weed?" I say, "No."
Oh, really?
And he said, "If I check your car, will I find any weed in your car?"
Yeah.
And I say, "No, man." And he said, "Okay, guys, go."
Wow. Okay. Wow, that's lucky.
And both of them, what
They're
the
just
fuck
like,
just happened? Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that was like really, we were lucky on the day. And another thing, in the United States, they were kind of crazy. There was a day we wanted to take a trip from Wyoming to New York.
Oh, okay.
So and again, I was riding with my friend, and my friend couldn't really drive. So basically, I was in charge of suffering
driving
along the trip
while everyone's sleeping.
And I remember there is a highway, and of course, because our time was limited, we needed to get to Chicago first and then to New York.
Okay.
And I was kind of speeding again, so overtaking some cars, and I was a little bit sleepy, so I didn't really pay attention to what's happening around me.
Okay,
So I'm kind of overtaking cars, listening to some music, and then I see there is a police car behind me.
Okay.
And I'm kind of sleepy, and I don't understand. They're following me or what. Then I overtake a couple more cars, and they're really following me. They're saying something on the speaker, but because I have my music on,
you can't hear.
I couldn't hear. So they were following me for quite some time.
Okay.
Say fuck. Okay. I stopped, and there was police officer just came from the behind, knock on the window. There were two other cars blocked me from leaving. I say, "Oh shit, this is
it's a big one."
Situation is getting intense.
We need backup.
Yeah, my friend is sleeping. He doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
I just turned off the music, and I rolled down the window, and he said "Hey guys, but I think he saw us because we are kind of foreigners, and I gave him my documents. He said "Guys, where are you going? What are you doing?"
Yeah. So
I explained everything, that we are kind of tourists going to Chicago, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And again, he was chill. He said, "Okay, guys, you can go." So I didn't get any fine, anything. So
really,
both times we were super chill. Even the ranger.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. Beautiful. He just said, "Okay, guys, just take care."
Nice. That's a cool one, man.
Yeah.
Let's pull up a couple more here, brother. That's a good story. But I wanted a little bit. That's about the same one on the left there. But you've got the one of your wedding. No, is that a wedding? That's
This was a photo set before our wedding.
one of those. Okay,
So
okay.
those are the Amish tribe indigenous suits, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are really nice. And I got mine from this bag I got from my wife's grandma.
Oh,
She
cool.
made it by herself.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
it
Very
was a
cool.
gift. And
Nice.
yeah, we decided to do this photo shoot.
That's cool. The photo shoots and stuff. And this is the one I was looking for. This is the wedding.
Oh yeah,
This is the
and
wedding.
this one is from the wedding.
Yeah, yeah.
This was a really good day. I
Yeah.
also invited my mom and brother.
Mhm,
They're not
yeah.
here.
I've seen the
on
video.
photo,
I've seen the video. But
Yeah.
yeah.
They're in the video, so they also enjoyed it. It is really different way with our Russian wedding,
Okay.
and also like we had to change our suits 3 times, as I
Yeah,
remember.
that's right. Yeah, yeah.
That's what they do in Taiwan.
Yeah, in Taiwan, they just yeah.
I still don't understand why you need to change your like a suit, but okay.
I don't know. I don't know why.
Let's roll with it.
Maybe someone can answer that. I have no idea. But yeah. No, it's so funny. But obviously, you've been here for a while doing your thing, and you've been on TV.
Yeah. So
Right.
that's also, I think, part of being a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I go to some TV shows sometimes.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
like tell some interesting
some
stories.
Yeah.
share
You
some
like
stories.
it's pretty good, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all right.
and
yeah.
also Taiwanese TV shows are completely different from ours, I think.
Very.
Ours is more like like a really chill podcast.
Yes,
like,
yes, for sure. Very. Yeah.
without any like a
Wow.
extra sounds and emotions, just like
Yeah,
a deep talk about something.
Chat. Yeah.
But Taiwanese TV shows are really intense. All of them
Yeah.
are intense. There's
Yeah.
a lot of emotions, a lot of acting, a lot of sounds,
Yeah.
some pictures fluff like floating around.
Yeah.
So it's different.
I went on a long time ago. Yeah, but and I'm kind of like, whoa, what's happening here? This is
Yeah.
like those things where you slap each other on the butt.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
you're like men, and I'm like, imagine Russian guys like, yeah, this is
Yeah.
we don't really do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Different.
This is the best picture. I love
My
this
bad.
picture, man. This is the best picture. I had to get it 'cause it's so good.
Oh damn! This is my. I still don't know. What do you call this?
I don't know what they're. It's like a fish, like a fish jerky sort of
Dried
thing.
fish,
Yeah,
kind
dried
of.
fish.
Yeah, I don't know.
This
My
is your dad, right?
Yeah,
He
he's
looks
my
so
father.
like I love his
he really
expression.
likes it.
He
really
likes it.
Oh my god, he fell in love with this
so
dried
good.
fish.
Yeah,
He
really.
always wants more. Yeah. I just brought it. I brought some. Actually, shot some video in Russia. I brought some
Uh-huh.
snacks. The usual
Yeah,
grill.
the snacks. Yeah,
Snacks, chocolates, all the stuff.
Yeah.
I let them try all of them.
yeah.
And father just saw this dried fish, tried it. It's good with my beer.
Oh,
So
that's
he went to the
funny.
kitchen, popped the beer can, and said, "Okay, that's what I'm gonna eat. Take your chocolate back."
When I saw this picture, it's funny because Russians always have this stereotype of being very like serious, right? And so he likes it, so he's just
But
no smile. Like I love
but
it. It's the best picture.
he's actually serious. I asked him to do this. I said,
I
he
love
was
it.
just he's sitting on the
what the
couch
hell
and
is
said,
this?
"Dad, do this." I say, "Okay." Like, boom.
That's the best. I love that picture, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the last one. I had to pull that in because it's so good.
Yeah, he's cool.
Going through was good. Yeah.
They loved it.
So you said that they came for the wedding, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did they think of Taiwan?
Oh, they loved it.
They loved
They
it?
loved Taiwan. Unfortunately, they had to come in August. It was like the hardest time.
Really hot. Okay.
It was
okay.
so bad. But again,
Especially coming from
we
Russia.
couldn't move our wedding.
Yeah. Okay.
So they came in August, and I took them to many places. Actually, I took them to that indigenous festival,
Okay.
Fonyanji, the Harvest Festival.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
you
yeah.
heard about this.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So basically, the second day in Taiwan, I took them there.
Okay.
It was really good timing.
Yeah.
They're really lucky to have the chance to participate in it.
Beautiful.
I took them there. Yeah, I just kind of showed them because my wife's parents are from
Yeah.
that
From the tribe, right?
tribe from
yeah.
Hualian.
That's okay.
So I took
nice.
them there to show them that like a rural area in
Okay.
Taiwan.
Nice.
They really loved it. They loved the food. My brother would be a good food blogger. He loves
Okay.
cooking. He likes
Really?
eating. So every time I took him somewhere, he said, "Oh, what is this? Can I try it?" So like,
Okay.
he was so eager to try
Brave.
all this Taiwanese food.
He's brave then.
Yeah,
That's
because-
good. Yeah.
I remember what
Yeah.
I did when I
Yeah.
just came to Taiwan. First 1 month, I ate at 7-Eleven.
Yeah. We all do the same thing.
Right?
Yeah,
So I was not brave enough to try this, like a dogan,
Yeah.
tofu, all of these things. Like
You
the
see all this stuff there, and you're like, "What is that?" And
Yeah.
Nobody knows what to tell you, and I'm like, "I'm not gonna."
Yeah, I was
eat
asking my wife, but at that time she was busy, and I was texting her, like what is this? Like, should I try this? Will I like it? She said, I don't know. I said, okay.
Yeah.
Swanla, I'm going to 7-Eleven,
Forget it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my first month here, I found in the first week I found a like a teppanyaki, like a local sort of cheap teppanyaki across from my house. And after I found that, I ate dinner there like for 6 months.
Nice.
Because
yeah.
I didn't know what to get. I'm walking around. And, I'll just get this guy. He fries up a steak.
Yeah. Kind
That's
of.
it.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like a steak. I'm like, yeah, I'll get this. So I ate that. Yeah.
To me, there were only two places.
Yeah.
7-Eleven and Bafan, kind of the dumpling place, because I just saw dumplings.
Dumplings
so,
are
okay,
good. Yeah.
I can do dumplings and 7-Eleven. So they were like 7-Eleven or dumplings.
Yeah. It's similar to like a pierogi or something from Europe, maybe, right?
Yeah.
But with meat, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we could talk all day, but do you have
Absolutely.
anything that we missed that you want to make sure that you say? I mean, we're already on an hour. Time flies, right?
How much time do you have?
Well,
I can talk for one more hour if you want.
I know. But I want to get you some lunch here.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I mean, we didn't go through all of it, but is there anything that you wanted to add? Yeah.
I think there are a lot of things to add.
Thank you for this.
Oh yeah, just brought some Russian traditional spoon.
I will put it on the podcast wall for sure.
Yeah, sure. This
appreciate
cool.
that, man. Thank you.
Yeah, there are a lot of things I think to talk about Taiwan, because like to us, to foreigners, like most of the things are new, because if I moved to Canada, there would be more or less the same culture, like similar food, similar culture, similar people. But when you move to Taiwan, everything is new, and you have to start your life like like you are an infant. You like started learning everything. And
learn to talk, and then even reading is like, oof, that's tough. Yeah. I still can't really read very well, so it's pretty bad.
I mean, I can read, but people not really, they don't get offended, but I cannot memorize Taiwanese names, because
that's the worst.
The thing with name is that in Russia and in the United States you have some common names. Like my Russian name is Pavel.
Okay.
Your name is Eddy, right?
Yeah, Eddy, Edgar. Yeah, but last name is Gonzalez.
Yeah.
So very common.
These are all common names. There are like a lot of people with the same name.
Yeah.
So if you like introduce yourself, I will definitely memorize it.
Okay. Yeah.
But in Taiwan, there are like billions of different combinations, because there are no the same names. Only last names.
Yeah.
Could be kind of similar.
Yeah.
But all other characters, they all mix together, and there are like millions of combinations.
Yeah.
And for us, to foreigners who cannot like read them,
can't even read
this is a nightmare, because every name is unique.
Yeah.
So how can you even memorize it? This is
hard.
Crazy. I don't even know how Taiwanese people memorize each other's names.
Man, I
don't know.
They're good at memorizing. Yeah.
Yeah, good memory.
Yeah, good memory. Yeah, not me, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Beautiful, man. Yeah. So. I want to thank you for coming, brother. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Let me get. I'll reach out.
Yeah, be careful. I don't want to break it.
No, it's good. The mic's good. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming. Thank you guys for watching a special sort of a Saturday edition. Thanks for the comments. We got Dan. Great chat, guys. Appreciate it, man. We'll catch up soon, Dan. Crypto season this year, right, Dan? Yeah. All right. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.
See you guys.